Welcome back, guys. My name is MrMvST. This is another episode. Today I'm going to tell you why I think the price of Bitcoin is going to go up. As you guys may know, the Bitcoin halving is happening sometime around the second week of May. So what does this mean? This means at the current rate, people that are mining Bitcoin that find a block, they're rewarded 12.5 Bitcoin as a reward. So this means that come second week of May, that the reward is going to get cut in half. This means it's going from 12.5 to 6.25. This is very important because this means that the miners are going to be rewarded half of the Bitcoin that they're getting rewarded now, which means half of the reward is no longer there, means less Bitcoins sold on the exchanges, which means less volatility, less pumps and dumps and price movement up and down because there's less to play with. Yes, there will still be volatility, but I'm thinking it's going to reduce it a lot. So you may be asking, why do I think that this is going to affect the price so much? Some people out there will say, oh, it affected the price last time and the time before that, so it should affect it this time. Simple reasoning, but the price of Bitcoin at a time of halving has never been this price before. So it's kind of uncharted territories because it's worth so much. It's one thing to say, okay, yes, the reward's getting cut in half from 50 to 25. Okay, well at that point the coins weren't worth what they're worth now, so there was less value to the half of those coins that were cut out of the ecosystem. And this is where it gets interesting. I think that cutting out that much, which I'm going to show you in just a second, so stay tuned, cutting out that much is going to have a huge impact on the price of Bitcoin. So let me go ahead and show you what I mean here on this little fancy whiteboard we got. So like I said, the block rewards right now are 12.5 Bitcoin. 12.5. That's what miners get now for mining Bitcoin as a reward when they verify a block. So what that means is every single day, 1,800 Bitcoin are mined. Guys, 1,800 Bitcoin is a lot of money at the current price. So this means that after the Bitcoin halving, that reward is going to go down to 900 Bitcoin per day because it's cutting in half. So no longer being 1,800, it's going to be 900 per day. $900 per day. Okay, so let's do some math. 900 per day times the current price of Bitcoin. All right, let me look at my notes because I don't remember what that answer is. Got my notes in front, a little bit easier. That equals $8,871,300 per day. So that is the amount that is going to be taken, and let me explain. That is the amount that's going to be taken out of circulation in a sense, because if you think about it, they were getting 1,800 per day. Now they're getting half, which means they are only getting this amount here, which means that amount also is not getting rewarded to them. So it's basically disappearing. It's not there anymore. So that's 8 million less that can go to an exchange to be sold off. So if we multiply that by 30 days, so that gives us around $266 million per month that is no longer going to exchanges to be sold off, which constricts the price if you have that much going into exchanges and not that much being bought. I'm not saying that there's not that much being bought. I'm just saying supply and demand. This makes $266 million per month less that is getting in the supply side of things. And that's at the current price. If Bitcoin goes up, which I think it will, and I'll show you here in a minute why I think that, then that amount actually goes up as well. So if we take the 266 million and do that out for the whole year, that comes out to around $3 billion at the current Bitcoin price that will no longer be going into the market. $3 billion. That is a lot. That means $3 billion is not going to be sold on the exchanges for a quick buck by these mining companies, these people that are trying to make profits, that are trying to recoup costs for their mining. So why do I think that is going to affect the price greatly? Well, up until May, you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be hearing about the Bitcoin halving, saying, oh, last time it did that, prices went up drastically, went on a bull run, all this stuff. We're already kind of in a bull run. We've seen some very good price action with Bitcoin. Moving up into May, it's going to continue to go up, in my opinion, because people are going to be FOMOing in, trying to buy before the halving because they think price is going to go up, which it very may well go up. And this will cause the price to go up even more. That's what FOMO is, fear of missing out. So you're going to have a lot of people that are FOMOing into it pre-halving in May. So first reason, FOMO. What will actually happen after that is the reward will get cut in half, which means that many coins and that much US dollar value that is not put into the exchanges. This will then get actualized over the next 12 months. So actualization after the FOMO, 12 months, that 12 months, $3 billion less is going into the exchanges, which is going to continue the price going up from this FOMO here, and then actualization. Those two things together, I think summer 2021 is going to be the time where we see a Bitcoin price that we haven't seen before, that is going to be extremely high in comparison to what we've seen before. So it's simple math, guys. It's simple math. And let me explain why. If there's $3 billion per year less going into Bitcoin, so say I'm running a car dealership and I own it and I'm selling vehicles, and every single day I get a new car in, or let's say I get 10 new cars in. At the end of the month, I'm gonna have X amount of cars. Come end of month, come end of week, I'm like, I gotta get rid of some of these cars. There's not as many buyers. So I'm gonna like slash the prices, give discounts, do all this stuff. Those cars are gonna be more affordable for other people trying to buy. Say Bitcoin halving comes around, the landlord comes around, he's like, hey, I need half this lot. And so he cuts my lot in half. So now, instead of me being able to fill up that lot with 10 cars a day, I can only fill it up with 5 a day. Come end of month, I may not need to sell off for a cheaper price because I still have the same amount of customers, if not more, coming in month after month after month that want to buy my cars, and I only have a certain amount of spots allocated for all of them. So I can then start charging more for those cars because there's more people, there's more of a demand, and my supply has gone down. So I'm not going to be discounting as much. And this is exactly why I think this is going to happen with Bitcoin. There's going to be less Bitcoin coming out, and so I think they're going to raise their prices, and there's still going to be more people coming into Bitcoin, whether they be new or people that have been seasoned or whatever. So the supply is technically going down, even though the amount of total Bitcoin is going up. The supply annually or monthly that is thrown into the system is going down, and the demand is going to be going up. So that's what I think, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you think is going to happen post halving, as well as annualization 12 months into the future from May to May 2021. Also, let's have some fun. In the comments below, let me know what you think the price of Bitcoin is going to be when it halves, when that block is confirmed. Whoever is the closest, I will go ahead and send some free Bitcoin to. Comment down below what you think the price of Bitcoin is going to be when the reward is cut in half. All right, guys, that's all for now. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys learned something. Be sure to subscribe if you're enjoying this content, and we'll see you next time.